So today I'm going to do another my thoughts on, which is a part of my Real Housewives thing. I love Real Housewives, you love Real Housewives, we all love Real Housewives, they're fabulous. So last video I talked about my thoughts on the Real Housewives of Vancouver. Today we're gonna go from here to here in Canada. We're gonna go to Toronto, and today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the Real Housewives of Toronto. Isn't my voice perfectly fit for that? Previously on the Real Housewives of Toronto. Previously on the Real Housewives of Toronto. Previously on the Real Housewives of Toronto. I love it. Fabulous, and I'm so fit for it. So the Real Housewives of Toronto premiered the 7th March of 2017 and finished airing on the 9th of May 2017. So there's only one season, and these are the cast members. So we have Anne Kaplan Mulholland, Gregor Minot, Jana Webb, Joan Kelly Walker, Cara Holloway, and Roxy L. I'm just gonna say this. I understand why it wasn't renewed for a second season, because the first season was a mess. It was like a hot mess, and they really needed kind of to take note from the Real Housewives of Vancouver, how to really bring it in a way. The whole season was mostly about Cara. Cara is my favorite. Cara is fabulous. But I'm gonna get to that more later. First, I'm gonna tell you their taglines. Anne's tagline is, "Why be a gold digger when you can own the mine?" I think this is brilliant. I love it. Like, why be a gold digger when you can like own the mines? You can have all the gold you want. Like, I love that. Love that. Anne is a businesswoman, and she's married to a plastic surgeon, so she is self-made and the rich, honey. Joan's tagline is, "I didn't believe in fairy tales until I find myself a living one." I think it's okay, not the best, but I really enjoy it. Joan is married to a rich man. She's a housewife. Gregor's tagline is, "My life is a party and the world is my dance floor." No, I don't like Gregor, and I don't like her tagline. Gregor is half French Canadian, and she's married to a rich man. She's also a housewife. Then we have Queen Cara. Her tagline is, "Money makes you well known, but your character makes you worth knowing." Like the best one. It's so good. Give it up for Queen Cara. Cara's tagline is the best tagline of all these heifers. Jana's tagline is, "You gotta be in great shape to climb to the top." I love this tagline. I really love this tagline. It's actually a favorite of mine, along with Cara's and Anne's. Jana is self-made. I think she owns gyms, or she has like a gym thing. She's self-made, she's rich, she is single. Then finally we have Roxy's tagline, which is, "Some people love me, some people hate me, but nobody forgets me." I think I like this one, I do, but I'm not sure. She's a size, but she's on the bigger side, and she's on a show like this, which I think is fabulous, because they don't need like pens. They need a little more too, and she's really beautiful. I don't like her, but I think she's really beautiful. She's also a housewife. She's married to a rich Indian guy, and she has a dog, which is like their kid. So Anne Kaplan Mulholland she's so beautiful, but she's not very engaging, which is why I don't really appreciate her as I should, but I think she's very beautiful. Gregor Minot, she's absolutely the worst. Absolutely the worst. She and Roxy are absolutely the worst, but at least Roxy brought something. Like, I don't like Gregor at all. I think I don't like her at all. Jana Webb, she's not my cup of tea or anything. She's not my cup of anything. She's not my can of everything. Then we have Joan Kelly Walker. She's very beautiful, but I don't think she thinks a lot. Like, I think that she has a brain, I'm positive, but I don't think that she uses it like a lot. But she's beautiful though. Beautiful but not bright, if you know what I'm saying. Then we have Cara Holloway, the absolute queen of the show. She is funny, great fashion, she really brings it. She's very intimidating, I love her. she also talks a lot, which I love. Then we have Roxy Earl. I do not like her at all. She holds on to grudges. She's so desperate to fight with somebody, and she's fucking crazy. I don't like her at all. I do not like her. So they only had one season, which was in 2017. The show failed to renew, and I get it. I think that it's kind of like there were 6 girls, but I kind of felt like everyone was going for Cara, and everybody was just like trying to make her the bad guy, and I really like her. She's like, she really brings it. She's the only one who kind of brought something to the show. Roxy tried to, but she couldn't. I think the root of the drama was very good, but they kind of ruined it. Like, I think if the drama, if kind of the story of the drama would have happened in any other franchise, it would have been so good. But they just kind of ruined it, which really made it worthless. I think it was just good drama wasted. I'm gonna give these girls some advice, or the producers or whatever, what I should have done differently about the show. So, Cara versus Ann should have happened, because when they were going to Anne's party, Cara kind of brought up to Roxy that many years ago her husband, Anne's husband, is a plastic surgeon, she had done a procedure at him, and her face was kind of like cuckoo after that. And but Cara didn't want to bring it up, and then Roxy brought it up. And so I think that there should have been like a more intense, like Cara versus Anne kind of started, because it already started in episode 1 with her telling her death. And there should have been a more intense Cara versus Roxy, not Roxy just Cara is direct. She tells you what she is thinking. She tells you what she thinks of you, and she tells you everything, honey. Everything. I think that in another case, everyone would have been upset. But just because it was Joan, and just because, you know, that, and just because it was Cara saying it, they really hammered her for it. But I think if somebody came to my house, I would be really, really upset if, if somebody got so drunk, they were like, wah, 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 and then took off their panties. Like, that's not okay. I don't think that's okay at all. Let's be honest, Cara carried the season, like Denise Richards carried season 10. Like, come on. Come on. Without her, the drama wouldn't exist. I don't think the show would have been anything without her. She's a true legend, and quite frankly, if there would have been a season 2, I would have only wanted to see Cara come back and then bring in like 5 other girls. I would have only wanted to see Cara come back if there would have been a season 2. I would have only wanted Cara back and then the other 5 girls bye, and then bring in 5 new, fresh girls. I wouldn't recommend anyone watching it, but at the same time I would recommend maybe watching the first episode, or just a bit, so you can truly see the greatness that Cara is. And I understood the cancellation, like I said before, of the show. One, because it had no reunion. Like I said in the previous My Thoughts video on the Real Housewives of Vancouver, to not have a reunion is a big no-no, because that draws a lot of ratings and you get everything cleared up. If you just have a season like Real Housewives and you don't get a clearing up thing, like you don't clear any drama up or anything, that loses a lot. So I think they lost big on just rating overall, and then they didn't have a reunion. And I understood the cancellation of the show. I have 3 whys. The first is they didn't have a reunion, like I just said, which is a big no-no. 2, the great drama got lost in nonsense, like cuckoo, like no, it got lost, not good. And then third, final why it was cancelled. Cast members like Grego, Jaina, and Joan were worthless. They brought close to nothing, and I think just like a millimeter close to bringing nada. But I would love to see it return. I would love to, but just like a bit of recasting, but keep Cara. But I think if you wanted to watch the show, I think it was still like good TV, but not really good drama TV, like not how they carried it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and next time I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the Real Housewives of Sydney.